Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you another episode of what tank did I forget to put a fucking commander in today? This is episode 4, 5 or 6, I honestly can't remember at this point. But we're carrying on with that series. This will be on Highway, it's going to be standard battle, it's going to be a tier 7 game, I'm going to be teaming with Gizmo, and I'm going to be in the T-29, and Gizmo's going to be in the German light tank. Now, the good thing about this game is we're top tier. Bad news, artillery. Other bad news, we got the shit spawn. Don't be mistaken, on Highway, this spawn is the shit spawn. You want the other one because it gives you more advantage in the field and spotting. On this side of the map, you've got two options. Go into the town, maybe win it, but then die as you push out onto the field. Or use the ridge line near the bridge and try and fight them off as the enemies come across the field towards your base. And what's going to happen is I'm in a hull down vehicle, the T-29, one of the best tanks in the game. And what that means is, even though I don't have a commander, and I've not actually realised that yet, I still think I've got one. It doesn't really matter, because this tank, commander or not, just really easy to play. It's one of the easiest tanks to play in the game. Just find a hill, stay hull down, and hope artillery doesn't ruin your day. So moving forward, just checking the team list real quick, see what kind of tanks we have to deal with. As I cross under the bridge, I'm going to turn to the right, and usually what you do is I come up here and try and do either some spotting, or see if I get spotted from those bushes where I'm looking. Kind of that side of the map. And as I pop up, spotted, I will get shit on, and I won't be able to get in the cover. So, pick up the first enemy kill. Now, more light tanks to deal with. Always take the opportunity to shoot at them whenever you see them. Hit another shot, and as you can see, this gun, even without a commander, is doing me well. And I haven't been spotted yet, or so I think. Moving back to base a little to help with these guys in the river near Gizmo. Another very nice shot. That's to me, this is without a commander, like the accuracy skill and everything. The gun performing very well for me. It was kind of doing a bit of a move. He does actually spot another light tank, tier 6 Russian. Do get a nice shot into him. Alright, now trying to lead the shot. And actually do quite successfully. So that's another light tank down. I get spotted here, and this is the moment I realise I don't have a commander. Try and shoot on the move, doesn't work out. And what I've decided now is that now I don't have a commander, I have no intention of moving from this spot. I'm going to use this hill, I'm going to stay hull down, and I'm going to deal with these guys. Now my only threat is artillery, but if you look at the map, their artillery just got killed. So now I feel completely safe. I'm in a full health T-29 on a hill, and there's no artillery. I couldn't actually feel much safer in Roll of Tanks, if I'm honest. Get a shot into the snake bite. I'm not going to be able to save the artillery, but it's not too big a deal. Finish him off, and now here we go. They've got multiple tanks in our base. KV-13 over there. Honestly, if you see a T-29, you're in a tier 7 tank, just don't even bother shooting at it if it's hull down. And even in some tier 8 tanks it's not worth it. Even some tier 9 tanks it's not worth it unless you're very close, you can hit the turret cheeks with heat. Or APCR. But I don't know why he keeps poking out there to shoot at me, it just ain't happening. He's backing up behind the building, so I'm going to climb up, get the next guy in A44. And honestly, this is just the perfect position to have a T-29. This is why not having commander doesn't really matter in a T-29, or just really any hull down vehicle. Because if you can get hull down, yeah, you may have less rate of fire, but you don't need DPM when you're in a hull down vehicle. You just gotta like stay behind that hill and just put the shots out reliably. Problem solved. If you look at the map, I don't have too much support over here, but I don't really need it. They're not all pushing me. They're all trying to cap for some reason, or sitting in the cap. Well, the A44s anyway. KV-13's still trying to fight me. Again, it just isn't gonna happen for him. It ain't gonna work. Trying to see if I can get a little bit of a shot into the KV-13. Some teammates were starting to destroy the building now. Now our team's also trying to cap right now, and some enemy tanks are going back to deal with that. Which is good, because it means I don't have quite as many people to deal with over here. Got a friendly tank next to me. Help me out. KV-13 drives out again. Teammate tracks him, I believe. I get spotted, it's not an issue. And now just waiting, because once I kill the KV-13, I'm going to drive in for the A-44, is kind of my plan. And KV-13's gone. A-44's just fired, and I'm going in. Still on full hit points, mind you. Now, looking at the map, the enemies have cleaned up over there, or continuing to clean up over at their base, so I pretty much know I'm safe over here. Moving in. This guy probably knows it's the end of his life coming up right now. I'm just going to go through the building. Now, good predicament, there's 2 tanks left. I want to stay where I can be hauled down, so I kind of want to stay at this hill. But I also want to push forward if my teammate pushes forward. That's the thing, I want my teammate to kind of stay here with me. Because the issue is, if I move to the other side of the map, and they start capping, I may not be able to get back in time. So I'm quite conscious of being capped down. You see I start changing to an APCR shell? Because I'm worried about this game, in case we get capped down. But I don't actually need the APCR. In fact, I'm just about to luck. They only have the Polish tank left now, Polish medium. I see him dropping onto the train tracks. I'm going to try and stay on this side of the map. What I definitely don't want to do is head to the kind of 1, 2, 3 line across the river. I don't want to head to that side of the map. I can stay on this side and look for him, and that way if the base starts getting capped, I can start coming back down this side of the map. What that also means is, if he enters our base, I can use the same kind of hill with the bridge, near the train tracks that I was using to fight everyone, to fight him. But our teammate's going. And what's going to happen is, as we push through the town, I'm on full health. What that means is, even though I don't have 6th sense, soon I'm going to push into the field. And the reason I'm going to push into the field is because, even if I can't outspot the C-44, which I probably never will do without a commander, I don't think, because he's got more camo than me, I don't mind driving into the field and just spotting with my health. So like, let him spot me and hope he shoots at me, and that way I'll know where he's at. Now as we start pushing through, the fact we haven't seen him, my spidey sense is tingling that he's driven up the 1-2 line. So you see I'm actually pinging over towards our base, because I think he's driven all the way up the 1-2 line and is crossing the river. That's what I think is happening right now. So I'm going to start heading back to defend. Now there are a few hills and ridges on the field towards our base, but also if he's at the other side of the map and shoots across at me, I can duck into the riverbed, is kind of my thinking. And again, just drive until I get spotted. There we go, now I just hope he shoots at me. And you see him actually starting to head towards the riverbed now, just in case he's across there and starts shooting at me. There's the advantage of having full hit points, by the way, that you can do stuff like this without having to worry too much. Just let him shoot you in order to reveal himself. I get spotted. He is heading toward the base. He's actually pretty much exactly where I pinged on the map earlier. He fails to pan both shots. And rather nice thing is I have a hill right in front of me that I can go hold down on. And the thing is, his tank isn't quite as strong hold down as mine is. So, put a shell straight through his turret. And now I'm gonna start pushing up soon. You see where my teammate is? On the other side of the map, on the other side of the river, should we say. Now that he's caught up a little bit, I'm going to start moving, because if the guy gets spotted shooting at me, my friend here will have shots. And now the other thing to expect is that he's probably going to go down the 9-0 line now and start driving towards the town. Having a quick look at my little friend there. He's on lots of hit points, which is nice to know. So I thought he was going to go field, because I thought as a medium tank he'd want to keep the open ground, but no, he actually has gone down the 9-0 line. So, unfortunately, you're seeing the issue of being a heavy tank fighting against a medium tank on a large map. I'm just chasing him around, which isn't ideal. Thankfully, there is a medium tank on my team, so he can kind of try and chase around and spot him a bit. I just want to leave this whole thing in, because this is just, unfortunately, the sad truth for heavy tank. This is why medium tanks are better, basically. You can chase damage around, you can try and spot people, you can relocate as needed. And now this Polish medium's just fucking running me in circles. Now my medium's finally run off ahead of me, which is nice. He doesn't need to stay with me anymore, because we're both on decent hit points. If he can just go spot this guy, that'd be great. I'll have a quick check to make sure he's not hiding under the bridge like a troll, like I was earlier. And he gets spotted. I tried a bit of a ridiculous shot in the move. That would have been really nice if I hit that, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And I've got a slight downhill slope racing in. Don't know how that one bounced. That looked like a pretty good shot to me. So I've missed out some damage here, just from missing these shots. That was a really nice shot, but he backed up out the way before it got there. And unfortunately, my teammate's going to get a couple of shots in. It means I'm going to miss out a bit of damage, but oh well, I do pick up the kill. And finally this game's over. I don't have to chase a medium tank around highway anymore. But you saw, on this spawn that I got, to stay hull down, even without a commander, T-29's still the best tank in the game. Dreadnought did well, Gizmo came third, I got MVP. I managed just over 5,000 damage. Can't remember if I got any assistance. No assist. I did block almost 1900 dough and 6 kills for a Top Gun. Steel Wall, High Caliber, Ace Tanker, Defender, all sorts of models. And yeah, T-29, I'm glad I bought it back. It's still, and pretty much always will be, one of the best tanks in the game. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.